Welcome to Sammy and Marissa's Husbands podcast. Big energy tea here with the start. Trey is frozen. I hope this is working and I didn't just waste my time.
I can hear everything you're saying. Uh, I don't see you because you hid your screen to do that absurd noise. I don't know if that was machine gun. I don't know. I
It
don't
was
know.
like, brown, 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 like when fucking, you know.
Well, it sounded better when you did it that time.
Oh, okay.
I still can't
I'll
see you.
switch it around.
Your screen's black. I don't know if we're having some technical difficulties, but we'll power through it. Um, that energy was just that was through the roof, man. I mean, honestly, like let's talk about the night and day difference between just that right there and last week.
I talked to Corey on the phone a little bit. Um, we were talking about something else, and then the podcast got brought up, and he said that my sleepy time voice, which I do subconsciously, I'm really not trying to do that, um, creeps him out. He said it creeps him out, makes him uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah, well, Marissa was listening to it in the living room, probably because she just wanted to hear what we were talking about. Um, and I didn't recognize myself, and I was like, "What are you listening to?" And then I heard her, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty bad."
Sleepy Tie. I mean, it's you could get on some like maybe ASMR raspy those guys that like weird sleepy raspy voice. I mean, you could get some like I'm sure there's some dudes that would subscribe.
I feel like there's got to be a market for it.
There's definitely a market for it. Um, all right, but let's get into it. Tell me what's been up.
Well, currently we are having, well, I think it's past now as far as active snow, but we had the largest snowfall in Wilmington since 1989.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's like at least 6 inches and then, potentially more in some places. I think Hampstead got a foot.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy. We're gonna take Jack's having his nap right now. We're gonna take him out there, put him in some. My mom got him like it's not a snowsuit, but it kind of looks like that. We're gonna take him out there, take some pictures.
Hell yeah.
So I didn't. I can't see you moving, so I thought we were gone. I thought we
So
lost you.
I'm still frozen as well.
Yeah, like I just see you and then the fan.
Interesting, because your screen is completely black,
Are we recording right now? Yeah, it says
I
we're
think.
recording.
Yeah, we're recording. So I think
Yeah,
we just
I
roll
mean,
with it and then
yeah,
we'll
fuck
fix
it.
it
I
in the
mean,
next segment.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
okay, so snowsuit, you're gonna take him out there, make some snow angels and all that good stuff.
yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, this type of snowstorm hasn't happened in uh
Math is hard.
37 years. So the next snow like this, he could potentially be a 40-year-old man and I'll be dead.
Oh, that's crazy to think about actually, when you think about it like that.
Yeah, you think about it like that. Well, hopefully I'm not dead in 37 years, but I mean, anything's possible.
You never know. Do you remember the last time I feel like this was probably the last time it snowed a decent amount in Wilmington is when we were in high school and we walked through Lord's Creek from my mom's house, aka your house.
That's what I was thinking too when I looked outside and I was like, oh, this reminds me of the time we went. Remember we got chased by the dog?
Yeah.
Um, but it also snowed when we were in college.
Yeah.
We lived at Clear Run, and then last year we got a really bad ice storm. It
Okay.
wasn't it wasn't snow like this though. It wasn't like soft snow. Like last year was roads were iced, and I think that was one of the because we had to go into work. Wes picked me up, and I ended up having to drive to Fayetteville in the ice storm, and I think that was one of the catalysts for him starting to sour on uh, work that they made us come in. I don't know if that's true or not. Uh, Wes, get in the comments, debunk or confirm. But
Yeah,
that
I
snow
mean,
in high school,
life
I
goes on.
remember that vividly.
If it snows, life goes on. Those restaurants still gotta open up the next day and sell their shit.
I think he's going into work today, which I couldn't imagine. I mean, there's no ice trucks here. There's no snow plows. I mean, I couldn't imagine being like, you know what? I want some fucking chicken wings from the dive.
Yeah, fair. I think the thing about especially like places on Carolina Beach is when it snows, people go out and like they're walking around and they see the one restaurant that's open. Because like it's just such a small area that people are always gonna like walk to the water, walk on the boardwalk, and then they
Yeah, it's
see
kind of
like
like the Chinese
yeah,
restaurant on Christmas type thing.
exactly. People are out and about and they're like, you know what would be good right now? Some freaking wings. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. They're like the Krispy Kreme hot donut sign.
oh man, the good stuff. All right, so other than snow, well, I guess with Snowmageddon, uh, you guys got plenty of milk because I'm sure that is cleared off the shelves.
We've been drinking a lot of milk lately anyway, because Marissa's been making like chowder and shit. Just she's been on like a chowder kick, and like she's been doing some baking. So I was gonna get 2 gallons of 2% milk. We drink 2% milk. And there was not one 2% milk in Food Lion. Like not
Dang,
half gallon. And there was like 6 whole milks. Like I don't th- people like create a fucking problem when they do that shit. That shit is so annoying.
it's super annoying because you know what happens is like they don't end up drinking the fucking milk. It just goes bad in their fridge.
Yeah, I mean panic buying all this shit, bread. Like why do
I
you need that
mean,
much fucking bread? You're not gonna be in your house a whole week.
truthfully, when was the last time there was an emergency that you couldn't get to the grocery store for more than a week? I mean, maybe that one bad hurricane a while ago when like but still stuff opened up not that long. It's not like you don't have to have groceries for a whole month. Like sure, a few days people are going to be without power, blah blah blah, but like have shit for like the week and like be good.
We've been pretty blessed in Wilmington, I think, being in a hurricane area to other than that one storm when we left, power was out for in a lot of places for like a week.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, though, we've been pretty lucky.
I remember being when I was still there. This was like kind of this was probably like 2018, 2019. We were done with college. We had a bad hurricane that fall, I think. And 40 flooded, I think it was what it was. So a lot of people that left couldn't get back.
Yeah, that was when we went to Charlotte and we were stuck in Charlotte for a week.
Yeah, and I stayed because I was like, I think we knew that it wasn't going to be that bad in Wilmington. Like the storm was bad, but it wasn't that bad in Wilmington. It just flooded out there in like Wallace area
Yeah,
over the roads.
yeah, those people got like, and now like Beulahville and shit like that. Now people actually their houses got destroyed and they built houses on stilts and they're not even close to the
Yeah.
water because of that.
It's because yeah, if the river like floods like that, I mean, that place becomes the river.
Yeah, that was crazy. It wasn't the hurricane winds weren't that bad, but it became like a slow moving storm and
Yeah,
pissed rain.
right, exactly.
Yeah, we got stuck in Charlotte. I remember that.
But
And
I
I think
remember,
Tingo went to Atlanta.
yeah, I remember B-Dubs getting like being one of the only places in the area that got power. So that got power first, at least in like that Monkey Junction area. So we would go in and so many like we were so busy those couple of days. And I would go in and work, blah blah blah. The owner was like giving us like $100 extra on top of our shift because we were so busy. Um, and then I would go to the back freezer because the grocery stores and stuff weren't open at this point. I'd go to the back freezer and like take a 6 pack of beer home with me and just like play Xbox until I went to work the next day because Sam's apartment is where I was staying, and she was gone. So I was there by myself, just literally playing Xbox and cooking wings.
That apartment that was kind of close to my apartment.
Yeah, it was I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but right there in the Monkey Junction area. You remember where Wes used to live in that apartment back there?
Meridian.
Meridian, but it was the like apartment complex in front of that one. Like like right next to like St. Andrews or whatever. Maybe not St. Andrews. I don't even remember the street names.
It's St. Andrews. Like if you turn down St. Andrews, you would go. Eventually, you'd end up at my place. It was right there at the light, but just past my Aunt Lisa's place.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I cannot think of the name. Bellmead, maybe?
That might be it.
Bellmead Apartments, I think. Yeah. But that was interesting. Interesting time in the world. Back when I had no responsibilities. That was a good time.
Now you single-handedly are keeping together the government.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see this organization function without me.
Not possible.
It's possible. I'm at work for the weekend, and the Epstein files are getting released, and everything's going to shit.
They only got released because Trump decided not to bomb Iran. And Netanyahu's pissed about it, so he released him. It's my new conspiracy.
I think the jury's still out on the Iran thing.
Let's not get into that.
Okay.
Uh I want to hear about this mountain trip.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll go into my lives of recent. So I'll do the spiel, but I missed last week's pod, and that was an absolute barn burner from the Capronis. Uh, and the funny thing is, I told my friend he should listen to it.
Oh
I was
fuck,
like,
sorry.
"Yeah, I do a podcast, like me and my buddy, blah blah blah. You should check it out sometime." So he probably listened, and that was his first impression. So we
Sorry.
potentially could have had another follower, and I doubt we do.
Apologies.
It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. I truthfully don't understand why you didn't just hit me up and say, "Hey man, don't have anything figured out. Let's just do a quick one."
Um, well, you did say you probably could do it. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was the random question. Never mind. Um, when I say something, when I'm like, okay, I can do it, I really would rather just fail at it than ask for help, which is probably a character flaw.
I would agree. I would agree. That's a big time character flaw.
But here we are.
It does matter. It is what it is. Today's a new day, and the
This is
energy's
our
up,
hundred.
and we
This
can
is our
keep it
116th episode. Not all of them can be great.
Yeah, yeah. Let's new slogan: Make Sammy and Marissa's husbands great again. Oh
Blue
Christ!
hat.
All right. So been busy at work. Last week was chaotic. We're running this like simulation thing, testing all these new like systems. It's very like high visibility. A lot of people are like overseeing and watching out as it's happening, but I still have to do like my daily job duties on top of all of it. So it's jam packed. Like it's nuts. So with that, like me and Sam haven't really been seeing each other that much because, I leave to go work out early. I don't get home till a little late. And then it's like, cool, let's eat some dinner. Let's get ready for bed and like let's go to sleep. So we wanted to do something fun this weekend. So we decided to take a day trip to go snowboard and we decided to go to Vail. Um, one thing that we were thinking about, like, how sick is it that we can just go do a day trip to freaking Vail, one of the most popular ski resorts in the world, on just a random Saturday? Like we don't have to do any. It's just like a day trip. Like, isn't that crazy?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, but so we took off early. We went and dropped the dogs off at this doggy daycare place outside of Breckenridge, which Breckenridge, Keystone, and Vale are like this little triangle of mountains right there together. So it's pretty close. You have to drive through Breckenridge to get to Vale, essentially, the way we go. And we drop them off. They sit there and play all day, so that's perfect. We get to Vale, we park, we get to the mountain. We're like, we snowboard all freaking day, all over this mountain. We're exhausted. We're smoked. It was a blast. Um, Grabbed a few beers and some chicken tenders after, which I mean, hit different to be honest. After just a long day of snowboarding, I think Vale is probably the best layout of the mountains that we've been to. Um, Breck is like a really fun town. It's a small town. There's a bunch of cool bars and restaurants, etc. Vale is a little more bougie, so it's like they have like designer stop shops in there. Um, like a lot more like luxury condos. It's also Breckenridge is also the busiest because it's closest to Denver, so that sometimes makes it a little more packed when you're out on the mountain and stuff. I think Keystone has the best snow. I don't know what it is, but I think they just get hit the most with like snow in that little triangle. And then there's two other resorts that we need to go to before the season ends in Colorado. It's Crested Butte and then Beaver Creek, and they're not much further, but they're a little further. So we're gonna definitely get on that at some point. Um, so another thing I wanted to say is we've snowboarded 4 days this season so far. And we have the season pass. Um, and if we didn't have the season pass, we'd have to buy lift tickets every single day we wanted to snowboard. And we've been 4 days, and the lift tickets are $250 each day. So that would have been $1,000 in lift tickets that we would have spent for these 4 days that we're doing. And I only paid $125 for the season pass.
Damn.
Is that not absurd? Like that might be the best deal ever.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Like there's a lot of good like military discounts and stuff, but I think low key this might be the best one.
What's that, like a 90% discount?
It's absurd. I mean, it's less than half of what a daily lift ticket costs.
That doesn't even. And how long is the season?
So it depends. Every season is a little different because it doesn't just open on the same date every year. It depends on the conditions. I think it probably opened up like mid-November this year. And last season, I think it closed like the last week of May.
I mean, but it's worth your money just once.
Literally just one time. Just one time it pays for itself.
That's insane.
It's insane. So we're gonna try and make the most out of that. I'll tell you what. Um, but on the way back, right? So we finished, we snowboarded all day, we got a couple beers, we got some chicken tenders. We're smoked at this point. And then we decided to go pick up the dogs, and then on like the way home, we wanted to stop and grab coffee. So in Breckenridge, there's this pretty sweet coffee shop that we always go to. I can't remember the name of it or anything, but it's on Main Street. Main Street is like dumb busy at like 4:30 in the afternoon when we're trying to leave. So we kind of stay off the main road, and I like pull up to Main Street, drop Sam off. She runs up, goes grabs coffee. So I have to pull back into like the neighborhoods back there. Think of it kind of like Carolina Beach. There's the main road, and then the further you go towards like the riverside, it's just like houses and neighborhoods. So there's really not tons of traffic back there. And I like pull off on the side of one of these little side streets, and there's like a couple cars parked on the side of the road, and then I like pull over like kind of onto the sidewalk in front, and it's not really like a parking spot. It's in between like two houses, and I'm kind of like blocking the sidewalk a little bit. But there was really like not a lot of traffic. So I really wasn't concerned about it. And threw my hazards on. Um and this person is like walking up. And I'm not thinking too much of it. Like, yes, I'm blocking the sidewalk a little bit, but like you can get around me. Like it's not that bad. Also, you can just walk in the street. There's no cars coming. But whatever. So I'm sitting there like looking at my phone, waiting for Sam to text me. And this person, I don't know the pronouns that they prefer, but walks like up to the front of the truck, and like I'm like watching them walk up, and they're looking at me. And I'm looking back at them, and they're like, "You're in the sidewalk." I just look back. I'm like, "Yes." And then I think this person would prefer to be called her, but she goes, "Get out of the fucking way." And I'm like, "No." And then she goes, "Oh my God, you're such a fucking asshole." And then walks around me, and like she's like passing the passenger front seat window. And I'm just like, life is hard, dude. And that's the end of it. But it was a funny interaction because this person would probably prefer to be called her, but I think she probably had a deeper voice than me when she was like, "Oh my fucking God, you're such an asshole."
To me, it sounds like it's your fault.
No, like I told you, I was in the sidewalk. I was blocking the sidewalk. But
I
if
don't understand just walking around though. Like, what's the big deal?
that's what I'm saying, like you walk up, there's a truck blocking the sidewalk with their flashers on. They're obviously waiting on something. Um, just be like, this fucking idiots in the sidewalk, whatever, and walk around because there's no traffic coming. Or just be like, hey, I'm a little uncomfortable walking in the street. Can you please get out of the way? And I'd be like, you know what? Sure. But don't be like, get out of the fucking way. Like, I'm obviously not going to if you talk to me like that.
And honestly, they're lucky you didn't get out of the truck.
Yeah, I mean, like, that person was born a man. I have the right to beat their ass.
God gives.
Honestly, we might need to talk about that. Is that okay? Like, can you fight someone that identifies as a woman but was born a man?
Yeah, I mean, I would say yes, and
I think
then
there's probably some gray area there.
definitely some gray area. I think it re also really depends on, or is it really low hanging fruit? Like, is it somebody you would obviously hurt?
Fair. I mean,
But I think that kind of goes for just anybody in general.
yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Like,
Like,
if
if you know you're going to hurt somebody, I don't really think it's necessary. But also,
well, also technically, like, if it's not self-defense, then it's assault. I mean, in
well,
the
yeah,
real scheme of
for sure,
things.
no doubt about that. But also, um, flip side of the coin, if someone identifies as a man, does that give you? Because I'm against fighting women.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
But right, I mean, they identify
they,
as a man, but they were born a woman. Like, what does that mean? That's a tricky topic.
I think for me, if that's me in that scenario, I go, how do you identify? They say I identify as a man, and then I say, are you willing to accept the consequences of your actions? And they say yes or no, and then we settle it like men, you know?
Please. I don't know what happened and or if you guys heard that, but can you still hear me, Tyler?
I can still hear you, and now you're not frozen.
Weird. I still can't see you. Um, did you hear the that kind of sounded like what you did when you did the intro to the episode?
Nope.
Interesting. I wonder if
Did
that'll be
you
on the recording.
did you hear what I said?
No.
About asking them if they'll accept the consequences of their actions?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that part. I think that's great. And I would love to see that interaction be recorded. And
I'm all for inclusivity. Like if you're
yeah.
like, okay, this is how it is, this is how it is, I say, okay, I'm 250. Like, you want to get at it? Let's get at it.
Yeah, I think maybe that's we need to write that down. It needs to be kind of like a TTP or I guess normal people don't use TTP, but whatever. Mm, That'll be the way forward.
Tyler Thomas preparedness.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's preparedness.
Yeah, I think that's
Uh,
and I think that's honestly kind of the woke way to do it.
yeah, I, you know. I'm all for people loving who they want and dressing how they want and, identifying how they want. Truthfully, I could care less. I mean,
Doesn't affect us.
if you want to be a her, I'll call you a her. Really don't care. But like it shouldn't impact day-to-day life, you know?
Uh, Expound on what you mean.
Like it should you shouldn't make it like I feel like a lot of people this is people that have trouble identifying and it's people that are just, what a lot of people would say are normal people, but like people make things about themselves too much.
Mm.
And it's just like we're all living separate lives. What makes you more important to me that I have to go out of my way to do something different versus like, true, I'll be like respectful and try and like cater to you as much as I can, but I'm not gonna like change all this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting my point across the way I want to, but like,
The thing I have an issue with is when people make people are multifaceted beings, you know. Um, I shouldn't let me think how to say this. Like I don't want that to be the only thing I know about you. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel you.
Like if that's how you want to be called, I don't give a shit. I'll call you whatever you want to be called. Doesn't bother me. But like when people make that or their political views like the only thing you see about them, it's just kind of like, why is that? Like well, there's other stuff we can talk about.
Right, 100%, 100%. Yeah. So I don't know, but that was my
That might not be my most liberal take, but
yeah. I think but yeah, that's the situation that I hit you up about and I said I had an argument with one of your people and
yeah, Trey texted me and he said, I had an argument with one of your people, so I sent him four prompts. It was Italian, sand, liberal, or fat. And it was the liberal fat. So,
well, I mean truthfully, I don't know if they're liberal. I assume because of the situation.
but you never know. I mean, you really never know.
Right. But the reason it was going to be, I got in a fight with one of your people and you were going to say who and I was going to say blue hair because they literally had blue hair. So it was just comical in that sense.
It would have been
I,
even more comical if it came to blows and they dragged you,
that would be crazy.
which is possible.
No, impossible. Not possible. Um, like, honestly, she probably could have used the extra steps, if we're being real.
Mm,
You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Yeah. And maybe I was doing her a favor. I mean, if we're looking at it like that, trying to look after her, help her life get better.
mm, type shit.
Type shit. I mean, everything happens for a reason. But that's kind of my life of recent, I think everything's been fun. Colorado's been sick so far. We're gonna try and go snowboarding. Let me pull up my calendar real quick. I think we'll take next weekend off because it is a lot. Like a day trip out there it's an event. You got to prepare and you drive a little. Like it's almost like doing a day trip to Raleigh. Like sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but it's fun. Next weekend is obviously the Super Bowl, right? 7th or the 8th?
Yes, this eighth is the
I think
Sunday.
it's the 8th. Um, so we'll probably won't do anything that weekend. Then the next weekend, I have a 4-day for President's Day. And so I'll get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. No, excuse me, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off because Monday is President's Day. So we might go up Friday, snag a little Airbnb or something, snowboard Friday and Saturday. That could be the move. Um, and then the following weekend, my mom's coming into town, so I'll hang out with her. And then the weekend after that, I think Bryce is trying to come snowboarding. So we got a packed month, dude.
You're gonna be busy.
I'm gonna be dumb busy. And then I think we're trying to do at least two snowboard trips a month. Like probably
Dang.
just day trips. Probably just day trips.
And that, so like your season pass, are there multiple places in Vale, or is it like one
No,
resort?
Vail is the resort, right? So Vail is kind of it's weird because you guys think about like a town or a city, and you think about Wilmington, where you can drive 45 minutes from one end to the other. Vail is like if there was like a road that was Main Street that didn't have any traffic or stoplights, you'd be through the city in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
I always thought it was like a big town.
No, it's pretty small. I mean, there are like outside parts of it, but the actual like main city center is really small. And there's one resort. So there's a Vail Resort, there's a Breckenridge Resort, there's a Keystone Resort, there's all these resorts, and everything kind of centers around the resort. And it has like a front side, a back side, a east side, a west side. So there's like tons of acres of terrain that you can ski or snowboard. Um, so like literally we probably went to like we snowboarded from freaking 8:30 to like 2 p.m. like straight. We stopped and ate a PB&J sandwich that we brought for lunch. And like we probably covered 10% of the skiable terrain out there. Like it's huge.
My bad. I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
keep going.
It's all good. That's what's hard about having the video not be there because you can't see if I like stop talking or not. But
People are
um
gonna Corey's gonna be like, wow, a lot of dead air.
yeah, yeah. Get in the comments, let us know.
Hey, talk to me about
Um
dead air.
talk to me about dead air. But yeah, so then that's Vale, and then it's the same thing at Breckenridge, Keystone, Crested Butte, and the other one that I can't remember off the top of my head for some reason are smaller, but truthfully that makes them a little bit more like less busy, a little less busy. So sometimes that's nice. Um, but we've been to Breckenridge a few times. We've been to Keystone, I think once or twice, and we've been to Vale now once. We'll definitely try to get to Keystone a couple more times, and then we'll try to hit these other two for sure. But the cool thing about it is they're like all within, like Keystone and Breckenridge are 15 minutes away from each other. You can literally see the mountains. If you go to the top of Breckenridge, you can see Keystone. If you go to the top of Keystone, you can see Breckenridge. Um, Vale is a little further out. It's probably like 30 minutes from Breckenridge, probably like 20 minutes from Keystone. And so really, I mean, you can go half the day at one place, half the day to another, especially if you're out there for a week and you can definitely hit all three. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a trip out there whenever Jack is a little older.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, even the summer, like up there in the mountains in the summer, there's tons of hiking. There's tons, like you can still ride the free gondola and like go. The gondola is, I don't know if you know what a gondola is, but it's essentially a ski lift that's enclosed and you just sit in it. And it's kind of like a little carriage that takes you up in the air to the top of the mountain.
A gondola is what I thought the boats were in Italy, where a dude with a big stick pushes you in a river.
No, that is not what this gondola is. I mean, they could call those gondolas as well. I don't know.
That is also a gondola.
Yeah, I think gondola probably means like transportation over unpassable terrain or something like that.
A gondola is primarily a traditional long, narrow, flat-bottomed Venetian rowing boat used in Italy's canals, typically propelled by a single oarsman or gondolier. It also refers to suspended passenger cabins on aerial cable lifts freight railroad cars, or store showing units.
Weird.
So, being Italian, I obviously thought about the boat.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Even though you've never been to Italy, so yeah, that doesn't make
But I
any.
wake up day and night thinking about Venice.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, you guys will definitely have to figure out a time to get out here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know at what age is it, good to plan trips and things like that. But
I think we're gonna
I
wait till he's at least a year old to get on a plane.
think that makes sense. I don't really know the science behind it and like the different pressures and things that could affect. I know it's probably not great to fly pregnant, I've heard.
Yeah, I think I think you're good till like the third trimester.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it is
You
what
know,
it
there's
is.
if you break it down 9 months after 6 months.
Okay, that's valid, I guess. Um, yeah, but that's that. I think we send it on a commercial break and keep it pushing with current events. And we're back, better than ever, more energy than ever. I can see Tyler again. I think he can see me. Is that an accurate statement? I don't know if you're speaking or not.
Why is this thing not working?
It's working now.
I'm concerned.
Also, another problem that I think would help us a little bit is a lot of times when you are doing this, you have half of your face in the frame of the video. Like right now specifically. Like, well, now that you moved your head, I couldn't see your mouth, so I actually can't tell if you're talking. You know what I'm saying? It's not working.
Yeah, I was not talking. I got your ass.
You're a piece of shit. All right, but jumping back in it. So let's talk some current events. And I missed last week's pod. So I wanted to talk about this last week, but we couldn't do it. And it's Mendoza's storybook.
Oh my God.
And I know we've talked about it a little bit, but I mean, just the unexpected, like you think about him graduating high school, a really good player for his high school, starting quarterback. I think they won the state championship or something like that. So obviously, he probably had high expectations for himself. But there is no way that he thought he could have even like fathomed this happening. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that just that touchdown run.
I mean, so all right, he was a two-star coming out of high school. He grew up in Miami, went to high school in Miami. He was a childhood like fanatic of the Miami Hurricanes. He went to games, he did all this. That was his dream school. He tried to walk on, and they were like, "No, can't walk on. Can't come here. Go somewhere else." So I think he's like bummed out, blah, blah, blah. He ends up going to Cal, plays pretty well, transfers to Indiana because of academics, and his brother's there. So that's why he transfers to Indiana. And then this new coach comes, I think like the confidence switch probably just turned. He ends up winning the Heisman, playing his childhood favorite team in the national championship, right? He's got his mom in the stands with MS in a wheelchair and he ends up scoring really, I mean, really the game-winning touchdown on an absolutely unbelievable play. Like you can't write shit better than that. Like this should be like the whole Indiana thing could be a movie.
Yeah, I mean, and they're historically one of the worst programs in college football history.
Honestly, this coach he should retire.
The the quote from like last year or 2 years ago where he was like, "Google me, I win," and then you win a national championship.
Right. I mean, he goes to Indiana, right? They're historically probably the worst Division One football program of all time. And the first season he's there, I think he goes like 12-1 or something like that and loses in the playoff. Incredible season right there. and then he wins the national championship on an undefeated season in his second season. Like, what are we talking about here?
Where I mean, there's nowhere to go from there.
There's nowhere to go from down. You cannot go up. Like, he should retire and write books. And he should write a book. He really should. Because the way that he's got the organization to like buy in, I think needs to be studied.
Yeah, I mean, and doing it without, like I saw that there's not one guy on the team in the top 25 NIL money.
Yeah, I mean, oh shit.
I mean, they obviously have transfers, but they like it's not like the boosters at Indiana are paying for the team.
Right. It's honestly incredible. There's something about the chemistry and the buy-in that the team has that's just different. But yeah, that was nuts. They're really somebody needs to write a movie about that. I'd watch it. Next current event I want to talk about is J. Cole's release of The Fall Off. So The Fall Off is his like big anticipated final album. He talks about it basically being, the end of his career, blah blah blah. And that drops this Friday, the 6th.
Is it for free?
This will be, yes, free on Spotify and all that. This is a regular album.
Yeah, I'm interested. I liked the whatever the fuck it was called, mixtape.
Yeah, it was a mixtape, 4 songs. I think it was pretty good, but it was a mixtape. Like I'm pretty sure he was in like the studio of some like radio shows thing and they played a couple of beats and he just rapped. I'm sure he had some stuff written down for him or whatever, but I think that was kind of an on the fly thing. Um, because you can hear like there's not much editing done. So in like some of the songs you can hear him like breathing into the microphone or something like that. It's kind of funny. But I thought that was pretty good. It scratched a little bit of an itch for me. I don't think the album will be like that at all though.
You think there'll be hooks and shit?
Well, there definitely will be, but I think it'll be a different J. Cole than that. Like it'll be the like kind of introspective like storytelling J. Cole. That's what I think at least.
Marissa just sent me a funny text message.
Yeah,
I asked her if she was okay because I hear the baby fussing, and then she said, "Yeah, kind of want another baby, but scared of dying."
it's valid.
Yeah, yeah.
That is valid, but so yeah, that'll be Friday. I'm really excited for that. And then we got Super Bowl next weekend. And that's going to be big. I think that's going to be a really good game. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on predictions, etc.
This is essentially the Jets going to the Super Bowl because you got Sam Darnold, Leonard Williams, defensive lineman, and the kicker Jason Myers, all former Jets. So this is as close as I'll get, and they're playing the Patriots. So I'm all in on the Seahawks. Also, the Seahawks are a better team. The
Seahawks are favored by 4.5.
the Patriots are they had the weakest schedule in the NFL. They had the lowest strength of schedule in the NFL all year, and they would have lost to the Broncos if Bo Nix was playing. I mean, it's just as
I
simple as that. They're pretenders, dog. If they
yeah,
win the Super Bowl this year, I will fucking lose my mind.
I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think that's the better bet. Truthfully, I don't think it's going to be that close. And now I'm not going to lie to you, I'm rooting for the Patriots.
Yeah, just go ahead and root for Nazism too while you're at it.
I don't quite think those are the same.
Of course they are. Patriots are the fucking Aryan Brotherhood, dude.
Yes, but I like Drake May a lot, and I really like
Okay,
Vrabel.
Carolina kid, I get it, but you can root for Drake May and
I will,
also
yeah,
acknowledge that the Patriots are Nazis.
I don't like the Patriots as an organization. No, I like Vrabel and I like Drake May.
I like Mike Gravel too.
I do want to see Ramondre Stevenson like do terribly though, because he fucking shit the bed all year for my fantasy team. Unless I benched him, then he would play amazing. And he's playing awesome all freaking playoffs.
I just I need them to lose, man. I can't deal with another fucking Patriots win.
I think 24-13 Seahawks.
I think I think they're gonna put up 35.
I think it'll be a slow start. Um, I think
30,
it'll be a
35-20. Patriots are gonna miss an extra point.
35-20 Patriots miss an extra point. Okay, I was thinking 25 or 24-13 Patriots score one touchdown and then two field goals.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I just don't think their offense is quite there, and Seattle's defense is really good, and Seattle's just a better all-around team. And I could see, honestly, I could see it being like, you know, 14-7 at half, and then Patriots really can't get anything but two field goals in the second half.
I could see that.
So I don't know. We'll see though. I think it'll be a decent game to watch. That's what I'm hoping for at least. I could really care less. That's a baby's eye. Is that one of those home ec plastic dolls?
Yeah.
He just like cries and shits and you have to change him every now and then.
This is your 93% law-abiding citizen nephew.
Oh man. He looks more like Marissa every day.
I think the opposite, man. I think he looks just fucking like me.
Yeah, that's what I'd say if he didn't look like me at all either.
Well, whenever you have a kid, it's gonna be 4 feet tall. Boom, roasted.
Well, probably not 4 feet tall. I'm just hoping we get to 5'11" so I can say 6 foot.
Yeah, if they're in between 5'7" and 5'10", you could say 5'10".
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so how tall are you? 6'3"?
Probably like honestly, without shoes, I'm probably like 6'1.5".
Well, without shoes, I'm 5'9", and I'm almost 5'10" without shoes.
I would bet my life you're not 5'9" without shoes.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm just saying.
I'm 5'9 3/4 barefoot.
I would disagree.
Okay. I mean, you become more and more a Nazi every day.
I have no
Now
idea what
you're a height Nazi.
I'm just trying to tell you what's real and what's fake.
Okay, so what would it take? You holding the measuring tape?
Yes.
You think I'm under 5'9"?
Without shoes, I think you're probably 5'8".
I was 5'8" in middle school.
With fucking size 16 cloggers on.
You're an idiot, dog.
You also haven't grown since middle school.
I obviously have because I'm fucking 5'9.75".
With shoes on.
No, dude, without shoes. I'm 5'10" with shoes.
I mean, maybe. So I get measured once every 6 months, and sometimes it because like the Army's height and weight program, you have to do that every 6 months. So basically, it's like you go in there and get your height, and then you have an allowable amount of weight. It can be this much to the left, this much to the right, and I'm usually pretty close to the weight if they measure me at 6'1". I think 6'1", I'm allowed to be like 205. But if they measure me at 6'2", then I'm allowed to be like 215. So I know that because like if they say 6'1", I'm like, fuck, I might have to get taped or whatever. But if they measure me at 6'2", then I'm not worried about it at all.
What's the height requirement for 5'9"? Or the weight requirement, like 180?
Oh, probably less than that.
Damn, they want little dudes in there.
Well, it's not that. You because you if you break the weight, then you can get taped. So they measure basically they use the tape to get your BMI, essentially. It's not the most accurate test or whatever, but you're allowed so many, like based off your height and weight, you're allowed so many inches around your waist.
I'm surprised they don't do something a little more specific like the calipers.
Yeah, they take three measurements. It's one around your waist, one around your neck, and then can't remember the third one.
I have to do the neck measurement for because every 2 years I have to get my DOT physical to keep my CDO.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm above the weight. Um, and if your neck is over a certain circumference, you have to like legally take a sleep study.
Oh, interesting.
And most likely will have to have a CPAP machine.
Yeah, interesting.
It's like 18 inches, and my neck's not 18 inches, so I'm good. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
17 and a half, but it's not 18.
the thing about the neck, they changed it. I don't think they do the neck measurement anymore, but the thing about the neck is like the bigger your neck, the more inches you were allowed around your waist because their thinking behind it was like the neck is a natural thing. So if you're gonna have a bigger neck, you're just a bigger person naturally. Um, I don't know if there's any science behind it, but that's how it was.
I hope they're using some sort of science.
In theory they are. But obviously also now, like if you get a certain score in the PT test, you can weigh and get taped at whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because BMI is a flawed.
Yeah.
BMI is only good for large populations.
Right. So I mean if you're freaking 5'9", 260, but you score an 80 or higher in each event in the PT test, then you could weigh literally whatever you want.
Yeah.
As long as you can still do your job. Like if you're a tanker, you probably can't weigh but a certain amount because you got to get in the freaking small turret hole.
So they got little dudes running the tanks.
I mean, there's some bigger dudes that are in there, but it would be much more comfortable to be a little dude in there.
How many people fit in there?
I think they got a driver, commander, and then they got, I think, two that are in the hole that like load the rounds. So I think there's four.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then there's Bradleys that are like infantry fighting vehicles. Um, they say infantry fighting vehicles, but we have them too. And we got a driver, a gunner, and then I think you can fit 8 in the back,
Oh, damn.
like troop transport. They say they have like benches and stuff, and the ramp will drop, and then we run out essentially.
Isn't that like kind of like the boats at beaches in Normandy and dudes were getting sawed in half by machine guns?
Similar concept, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeesh.
good stuff. All right, let's jump into some random questions. First random question, which I just realized I only have one right now. I'll see if I can come up with something else.
Wow.
I know, ill prepared. Um, what does ESPN stand for?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I was thinking
I
about it
feel
the
like
other
that's
day.
something I feel like that's something I should definitely know, seeing as played such a large role in my childhood.
Right.
Well, the S is sports and the N is network.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Everyday sports performance. Network? Nah, that's not right. Uh, Earth Sports. Fuck, I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up, but it's being stupid because I don't know either.
Man, we run a tight ship around here.
Ah, I got it. I got it. You ready?
What is it? Yeah.
Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
Huh.
I feel like they
So
could
I
have
got
come up
two of
with
the four.
something better.
I mean, I don't think when they made it, they thought it was going to be what it is.
Yeah,
Okay. You're cooking bacon.
yeah.
You a spatula or a fork flipper?
Ooh, hold on, I'm typing something. I'm a fork flipper. Easy.
Me too.
I
You
think if you use
get
it,
more control that way.
way more control. I can like put the little prong of the fork in between the slice and I just flip her over.
Hmm.
Spatula flippers of bacon shouldn't be trusted.
The only time I'll accept spatula flipping is if you have a big flat top.
Yeah, okay, okay. I feel you. If you're like cooking on like a Firestone or something,
And then you
or
have that
even
little metal, and then you can stick it under like five pieces and flip them.
yeah, or even if it's like if you're doing it in the oven.
I don't ever cook bacon like that, so I can't comment on it.
I don't love bacon in the oven either, but sometimes it's way more efficient. If you're cooking a big breakfast and you got a lot of stuff going on the stove, you're making pancakes here, you got eggs in this pan, like sometimes it's cool just to throw the bacon in the oven and let it cook, especially if there's a bunch of it. Um, Also we did that at beat ups all the time for
I
like we
think that's how they
pre-cooked the
cook
bacon.
bacon at Seaview as well, is in the oven.
Yeah, it just like if you cook bacon like 75% and then when you do it for like the restaurant and then it's like, oh, I need bacon on a burger. You throw it on the grill for 2 minutes, get it hot again and a little greasy, and it's home. It's good to go.
Yeah. Fork flippers. That's the name of the episode.
I like that. I think fork flippers is a great name. Fork flipping is just elite. Like if you're a man, you should fork flip. Unless you're using flat top like we talked about. But if you got bacon in a skillet and you're a respectable man, you're fork flipping.
Type shit.
Also you get down in there with a spatula, you get all that grease on there, and then you're flipping that over. That becomes dangerous.
I have historically cooked bacon without my shirt on, just because it's the morning. I don't sleep with a shirt on.
Yeah.
Nothing like getting popped in the tits with some fucking hot bacon grease, bro.
Yeah, living life on the edge right there.
Yeah, it's bad.
Um, yeah, that sucks. What is your new year, new you philosophy? So I've been seeing some overnight oats in the morning.
Yeah,
What else? What
we
are we what are we looking? What are we thinking about?
less abundance with the food. It's not even so much bad food is my issue. It's it, I really think I was talking to Mike about this. Um, I'm afraid to be hungry. Like I'm afraid to feel hungry.
Yeah,
Like it might sound stupid, but like it's like some sort of subconscious thing where you're like, where's my next meal? So you
yeah.
eat so fucking much, not thinking I could literally not eat for a fucking month probably and be fine. And so I think it's kind of tricking my brain to go, okay,
you can eat these oats and you don't need to eat for a couple. Like you don't have to then find something else to eat. Like the
Yeah.
oats is enough. And then you get to lunch and I've been having like grilled chicken. The problem with the grilled chicken is they always give me a large amount of fucking rice. So it's like you kind of have to balance that. And dinner, I'm still kind of like fending for myself. I think that's kind of where I get like when I come back home is where I kind of falter still. So I think the secret is going to be meal prep for like the whole day, or at least dinner and breakfast and dinner.
Yeah. I mean, that's the ticket. I mean, breakfast and dinner, you said like lunch is paid for. The
Yeah,
hard
lunch is
part about
free.
meal prep is getting variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
I
then
get
it's like,
bored.
yeah, you have say you make a big meal and it makes four meals out of it, and you're eating that Monday through Thursday. It's like, damn, I want something different. You know what I mean? One thing that I've done with meal prep before is like I'll do like a chicken, rice, and broccoli, but it'll be like I'll use different sauces on the chicken. So I won't cook it in the sauce. Like one day I'll use barbecue sauce on the chicken, the other day I'll use buffalo sauce. So it's like giving a little variety. And then
A little
like another
different
day it's like,
taste profile.
yeah, it's like teriyaki sauce, so it's almost like an Asian style thing.
There's a
It's
guy I work with who does. I might switch the app I use to count my calories. Might make a little investment in it, like $50, and this app like does like the macros for you,
yeah.
which I
I mean,
think because I have to up that is another thing that's been happening. Like I've been drinking a protein shake in the morning because I
uh
have to up my protein. Um, and I've just been shitting nonstop. Like my body's just not used to it. It's been bad. Like just it. Does Mike send you his snaps
of shit.
of him on the toilet
Yeah, the where you can just hear it.
when he's like "Shalom, Goyim"?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
uh
that's
I
me
don't
too. Except I just don't send a snap every day.
I I see that he's in the bathroom and I just skip those videos.
Yeah, he's frustrating because he'll be like, look deeply into the baby blue eyes of a man releasing excrement, and I'm like, don't type all that. Don't say all that. I feel
Uh,
violated.
yeah, it's pretty gross.
I'd rather just look at a picture of shit than read all that.
You know, I don't want to look at the shit pictures either.
Yeah, you've kind of been blessed to not be caught in that loop. Um, yeah, I send those to everybody other than you. I send it to Mike, Chris, the group chat, and then sometimes I send them to Nick when I'm feeling like being a little devious. I'll send them to Nick too.
Yeah, I'll stop Snapchatting whoever sends me those. Well, our streak will die. I don't care about the streak that much. I will the streak will die. I just won't do it.
The problem with that is like because I have a streak with all the guys and then also a streak with Marissa, so I have to be careful not to send her the shit snap.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I think I have on accent send it to her, and then like you send it, and you immediately call them, be like, please don't open that snap.
Don't open.
The funniest thing ever is when we were at your bachelor party and Wes posted that video of him shitting onto his story, and then I have the screen recording of it because it's the funniest fucking. I wish you could hear him in the background screaming. That yeah.
I I want to know who saw that.
He
Because
posted
somebody
to
saw
his,
it.
I had to have. He posted to his story yesterday too on accident.
Oh man.
I'll send you the picture right now because I screenshotted it just because Corey told me about it. I'll send you the picture of it. It's just like so he said yesterday that he hasn't done this since your bachelor party, which is not true. Um, but he does this more than anybody I've ever met. Like, how does that happen?
And Corey just put in our group chat, he was like 6 story west. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get on there. I gotta get it.
Oh man. Yeah, I just like I want to know. You know, I get was that the picture that was on his story? It wasn't a video.
Yeah, no, it's just that picture. Like, why?
Oh man, that would have been so funny if it was like a different photo or if he had like typed something out. Oh my God.
I have to be careful because sometimes I say some nasty shit, you know? And I'm like, I don't want other people knowing I speak like this.
Or if Mike accidentally clicked the story on one.
He don't even care. He probably wouldn't even fucking care. He'd blame it on Israel.
Yeah, he would. Israel hacked the
Bro, I saw some shit the other day. I sent it to Mike. I don't think I sent it to you. And it was like when I show up to the protest on some performative ally shit, and then the Palantir robots literally start sliming motherfuckers. And it's just a dude getting dragged by a robot. I'm like, that
Oh man, that's funny, dude.
our
Yeah.
podcast will probably get flagged because I said that.
It probably will. I'll probably start listening then.
Everybody on their way to work on Monday, their fucking radio just explodes.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
that's good stuff. Good stuff. I'm trying to think what else is going on or upcoming before we go into segment three. Um, it's
I
crazy to me that it's already February. Like it's February 1st.
I know it's wild.
Like,
My credit card's due tomorrow.
yeah,
I don't know why it's the second. It fucks me up every month.
yeah. What credit card do you have?
I have like a shitty one because like my credit was terrible. Like when we moved into our apartment in college, my credit was really good and we didn't need a cosigner because my credit was so good. And then wasn't making any money, and then I realized that they can't send you to jail if you don't pay your credit card. So I stopped paying my credit cards, and then my credit went from like a 770 to like a 500,
Damn.
and my credit was shit for years. Um, Now I'm back in the 700s, but I have like a shitty credit card intentionally, so my limit is low. My limit's only like 750.
Yeah.
Just because obviously I can't be trusted with it.
Yeah, you can't be trusted with a lot.
I'll just breeze past that. We don't have to get into that. We can just keep going.
Okay, okay.
Keep
I
it to
get it.
we'll keep it to one argument per episode. We argued about my height. Um, Check the YouTube for the live measuring of big energy T.
Yeah. No, I have to be there for that. I
Oh, you have to be in
truthfully
person? Okay.
I truthfully don't trust you.
Okay. Let's keep it pushing before I go off.
All right, keep it pushing.
Ow.
I am either going to have a block leave period in June or August. So one of the things, so not necessarily June or August, but also something we need to think about is if we're going to do this golf trip. Um, like we've talked about it. I think we talked about it before the winter started, and we thought about locking in February. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I think our next best bet is probably sometime mid to late spring. There's a lot of, I think, good weekends then that would be good to do a golf trip. I mean, even early June. So we got to figure something out. We really do.
Let's
Preferably a
do it.
long weekend for me, because just flying somewhere for just on a Friday morning for just a Saturday and then having to be back by Monday morning is just a lot. I can potentially get one of the days, but if it's already a day off, it's just easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm good for it, man. Let's do it.
Have you been to the driving range yet?
No, but the next time Corey comes into town, he already like pulled aside some clubs for me. So
Nice, nice. All right. Well, let's lock it
I'm
in.
gonna
But
go
let's
with I'm gonna go with Kevin though, because Kevin's been going.
nice.
So Rachel
Yeah,
like
that's
got
what's
him
up.
like training or something for or lessons.
Honestly, that's probably the way to do it. Like honestly, because Corey definitely knows way more about what he's doing than I do, so he'd probably be able to give you some good tips. But like if you went with me, I would just tell you what I do, which is probably very counterintuitive to what you have going on. I mean, I can generally hit the ball where I want it to go, but I'm sure someone that knows more than me can help you out.
Yeah, I mean, and then realistically on the trip, I'm just gonna be getting fucked up anyway.
I mean, that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
So we gotta start doing some planning. We really do. So we'll talk about that. Let's jump into part three and get on with past peeves. All right, people, we're back. I think we're supposed to be talking about past peeves right now. Is that right, Tyler?
Heave segment.
Pat's peeves. All right, so my first Pat's peeve is them building a or talking about building a new like UNC basketball arena in a different location.
Like still in Chapel Hill, I assume.
Still in Chapel Hill, but it's they're talking about building like an off-post sports complex or off-campus sports complex.
Sounds like a waste of money.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love the idea at all. Um, I think the Dean Dome is in a great location. I think it is good for the students because it's right there in campus, on campus. I think it has a lot of history to it. I think we have a very big like seating capacity, and I think they're looking to like potentially reduce that by putting more boxes in, I think is what they're looking for, which I don't love. I think it should be more fans out in stands.
No, 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 no. Cater to our corporate overlords, brother.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I think it's got like we got the Dean Dome, the Roy Williams Court. I think it should stay like that because if we go somewhere else, it's probably gonna have a different name, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
that's capitalism, babe.
I understand like you want to have upgraded stuff and you need to renovate. Cool, renovate. And I understand that might involve us playing somewhere else for, a year, while the renovations occur. But I don't want a new arena off post or God damn it, off campus.
Yeah, you stuck on that military shit, bro.
I know it. I know it. But yeah, that's Pat's peeve number one. I don't like it.
I also don't like it because it's just gonna hurt fans.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you have any Pat's peeves or not. I got four because I didn't do the pod last week. So if you want me to keep going, I can. Or if you got some, we can hear yours.
Now you keep going.
All right. Um, at the gym, it was my chest day, and the gym has like six flat benches. You can also do bench in the squat racks because there's like 12 squat racks, but it's kind of annoying when people do that because I feel like, whatever. But typically, if you want to use a bench press, you go to like the bench press flat bench area. So there's six of them, which is, not a huge amount, but usually it's fine. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit, but it's no big deal. So I'm waiting, they're all taken. And I'm sitting there, I'm kind of like watching to see like who starts changing their weight first. So I can like go be like, hey, are you done? Can I get this after you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like sitting there looking at them, and all six of the people are sitting there and just like looking at their phone.
I
I'm
mean, are
like,
they
what?
taking this in between sets or is it like egregious?
Well, they're taking rest in between sets, but like, sure, look at your phone a little bit. But usually what happens is when you like open up Instagram and look at your phone in between sets, you're taking way more rest than you should be taking.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying when I'm waiting on a bench and there's six people just like straight up scrolling Instagram.
Yeah, I could see why that would annoy you.
We rely on phones and social media way too much in our day-to-day lives.
Oh yeah, it's I like find myself scrolling Twitter like constantly.
And it's not, I'm not saying that I am not guilty of it because I am too. Sometimes when I like am driving, I'll like be like, I'll be driving and I'll almost like st be, I'll get bored for a second. I'll get bored for a second and I'll just pull up my phone and like just open up Instagram, not even to really look at it. It's just because of force of habit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean that definitely happens to me when I'm driving.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Or like I get to a stoplight and I'll just the first thing I'll do is like immediately like pull up my phone. When in reality I should be like, you know, paying attention and looking at the road and blah blah blah.
Yes. I think that's one of the main problems with driving.
Yeah.
I don't think there's harsh enough penalties for stuff like that.
Yeah. If there was, I mean, if you got, yeah, I see you texting and driving, I'm gonna pull you out of your car and shoot you in the street. Maybe we'd stop.
Some places they are doing that anyway. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't know if those were for texting and driving, but yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, so also another situation on a separate day, I'm waiting on a bench. This is like I think a week apart, waiting on a bench. And I see this girl, she's starting to change her weights. She like takes her little 25 off that she's using, and I'm about to walk up to her because I think she's about done. So I confirm she takes it off. She's like getting her bag. I walk up and I'm like, "Hey, are you done? Can I get that after you?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And then this these two ladies come right up after and they're like, "Oh, actually, I was waiting on that." And I was just like, "All right, whatever." But they were like two late 30s, new year, new me's, out of shape women that have no business being on a fucking flat bench. And I wanted to say that to them, but I was just like, okay, I'll wait. So you can like not even bench press the bar and just sit here and talk with each other. Like, what's the point of being on a bench press if you're like an out of shape older woman?
I don't know, but if it was a man, would you have told him no?
No, if he was there first, he was there first. It's fine.
Were they there first if they didn't ask that girl?
I don't know, but if you say you're first, then typically I think kind of gym culture is to be like, okay, you must have been first. Now, if I would have known for sure that I was first and I didn't see them standing around, I wasn't really looking. But if I would have seen them like walk up and start waiting after me, then I would have been like, actually, I saw you walk up. I'm sorry I was here before you. And I would have said the same thing to a dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
Interesting.
typically you try and take people's word for what they say because you got to have a little bit of faith of people,
Tiny bit of faith in society.
just a little bit. But man, that I I was annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to tell them to go get on the stair stepper.
If it's good enough for Mike, it's good enough for them.
Right. But like, yeah, I wanted to be like, look, getting on a bench press is doing nothing for your physical fitness right now. But that's that. That's that. I got do I have another one?
You said you
Yes.
had four.
This is actually more of a random question. I don't know why it's in my well, Mike's likes or why it's in my past peeve section, but would we be considered artists because we put out this content?
Um, I think we'd be considered creators.
right? Which is this not art?
I wouldn't consider podcasts a form of art in general, not because it's us. Just in general, I don't consider them art.
Art is a human-made act or object that uses skill and imagination to express, explore, or communicate ideas, feelings, experiences, or ways of seeing, often with the aim of creating meaning or aesthetic response.
Are we doing that?
I feel like an object that uses skill and imagination. I think definitely some imagination. You could argue about skill. Um, to express, explore, or communicate ideas, feelings, experiences, or ways of seeing.
We definitely
I mean,
communicate ideas.
there are ideas. I mean, and experiences. Definitely experiences. I don't know. I think we might
Fuck
be artists.
fuck it. I've always wanted to be an artist.
I think we might be artists.
Okay, my Pat's peeve is I sold something on Facebook Marketplace. Listed it for 20, sold it for 10. It's like a fake plant.
Yeah.
Lady said she was coming to pick it up. I said, "Is porch pickup fine?" She said, "Yeah." She Venmoed me the money. She's already paid me.
Huh.
It's sitting on my porch for 3 days. And now it's covered in snow. And she's nowhere to be seen.
Interesting.
Now, if she never shows up, I don't care. I made $10. I'll sell it again.
Right.
But if she comes and says, "Oh, I don't want it now because it's covered in snow," do I give her $10 back?
I would hit her back up and be like, hey, I got somebody else that wants it. Price is now $15. Do you want it or not?
She sends me another five, still doesn't show up. I keep doing it, make a
You
hundred
just
bucks.
keep you just keep doing it. I mean, I don't know. That's annoying because obviously you can't come get it right now, probably because the roads are. What is it?
It's like a plant, like a fake plant, like a decorative plant.
And it's outside.
Well, no, it's an indoor thing. Like we had it
Right,
inside.
but it's outside, like out of the porch area
No, it's in the porch area. The porch is covered in snow.
because of the wind.
Hmm.
I mean, truthfully, I think it's probably the responsible thing to do to like before she gets it, maybe blow it off or shake it out. I don't know how big it is.
I mean, yeah, I'll do all that shit, but it's like. And then she said she was coming on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, today's Sunday.
So she said she was coming yesterday.
Hmm. Well, after originally supposed to come on Thursday.
So she said she was coming on Thursday, then said, "Oh, I can't make it. I'll come on Saturday." Now it's Sunday. She's obviously not coming.
And
I
she
would
said,
probably,
"I'm good for it." And I'm like, I've already been paid. Like, it's not like I'm waiting on your money.
yeah, that's annoying though, because it's like you're not going to send her their money back.
Of course not.
But also,
I truthfully, if she was like, "You know what, I changed my mind," I probably would send her the money back, just out of respect for another human being. But it would be annoying.
it would be super annoying. I think that's terrible business. I would probably give her a shitty rating on Facebook Marketplace. But
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not hurting for $10. So like, if you need it, whatever.
no, but the thing is like you sell something because you don't want it anymore. So like if you
Yeah.
pay me, sure, you didn't pay me, so I hold it for you.
Yeah, I might have to charge her a holding fee.
I mean, I'd hit her up and be like, look, I need this gone. Either come get it or the price is gonna come like the price is gonna go up. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want it,
Uh,
fine. I'll sell it to somebody else. Just fucking come get it.
Yeah. And now, has the quality of my item gone down because it's covered in snow?
I mean, potentially.
Yeah.
Also, you technically didn't go get it off your porch.
I'm not doing all that. Like you said you were coming on Saturday. It wasn't snowing on Saturday.
Fair. Yeah. I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't know what to tell you, man. That's an annoying situation. Because then do you just never say anything about it, hope she forgets, and now you got $10 for no reason? But then what if she hits you up in 6 months and is like, hey, paid you $10 and never got the plant. Can I get my 10 back?
I'm gonna give her till Tuesday.
And then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna relist it. Oh, I'm gonna say, hey, you gotta get it today, or I'm gonna relist it.
Okay. And then she's gonna be like, send me my money back. You gonna send her her money back?
If he speaks cordially with me,
Valid.
but if not, then I'm gonna keep it.
Fair. All right. Let's go into some Mike's likes and close this sucker out. I got three Mike's likes. Some of them aren't really like stereotypical Mike's likes, but they're things I like. So, first one is an underrated combo: leftover cold pizza and a fat glass of orange juice.
Cold pizza and a fat glass of orange juice.
Yeah,
That's gonna be part of my Mike's dislikes segment.
dude. It's something different. I'm telling you, it's doesn't sound like a good combo, but it's a solid combo. Cold pizza and
Yeah,
OJ.
I'm not with you on that one.
Coming from you, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't like that. Because you seem like a fridge scavenger, and that's very much a fridge scavenger type beat.
Flavors don't mix.
They do though. The pepperoni and the sauce cold with like the acidity of an OJ. Good stuff.
Gross.
Very distinct flavors. And I got another Mike's like,
Okay.
and it almost could be considered a Pat's peeve, but it was funny. So that's why it's a Mike's like. So I I'm driving somewhere and there's this big woman that is in this like little old beat up Ford Escape, and she passes me and she's like I don't even know how she fit in this thing. And then she gets in front of me because she's driving like an idiot. And she's got a sticker on the back of her car that says I shred Loveland. And Loveland is like a ski resort. And I was just like, oh yeah? Do you shred Loveland? All 400 pounds of you?
My God, man. Maybe she was driving somebody else's car.
She needs to be shredding the stair stepper is what she needs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that was funny. And then my third Mike's like is I was at the gym and I was leaving. It was like 5:30 in the morning, so it's pitch black, right? There's this Asian guy who's trying to back out of his, and he's definitely Asian. Like I saw him in the gym working out. I know who this guy is, and I see him in his car. He's trying to back out of his parking spot. It's pitch black because it's 5:30 in the morning. There's ice everywhere because it just snowed. There's like this big truck that's behind him, and it's shining like into his car. And he's got there's like 10 people walking through the parking lot, and he's got his over the ear headphones still on. He's wearing his glasses, and he's like trying to get out of his parking spot, and it takes him like 8 tries to like back out, move forward, back out, move forward. And I'm just standing there watching for like probably 3 minutes watching because I didn't want to get hit by this guy. And it was just funny because he was Asian and the stereotype, and it was coming to life right then
What is the stereotype?
that Asian people can't drive.
And
But
you're
right
not
when I see
necessarily agreeing
I
with it.
saw him I saw him get in his car and he had his over-the-ear headphones still on, and I was just like, what is about to happen right now?
That's illegal.
100% illegal.
You have to have one ear to the road.
And he was like, yeah, like Beats headphones over the ear, and he had his glasses on, and this truck was just beaming light in, and he's like, it
Jesus.
was funny, dude. It was so funny. It was funny. But that's all I got. You seem uninterested in the last 5 minutes of this, so
Untrue. I think your Mike's likes were kind of weak. You threw me off with the fucking pizza. I've been thinking about pizza orange juice.
so we've oh, it's just for the listener, right? For the listener, I said pizza orange juice. Tyler obviously disagreed, and then he immediately looked at his phone for the last 5 minutes I was talking. Um, I
Pizza
don't even
orange
think
juice thing is crazy.
okay, that doesn't mean you can't be engaged in the fucking conversation. I think almost everything you do is crazy
It's like, what about the fuck? Fuck your other two ones. I don't even care about them. The pizza orange
because
juice
you
thing is
didn't listen to
nuts.
him. You didn't hear anything I said in the last two because you were
Of course
phone
I did.
land silent.
You liked that you liked that a fat lady said she shred on some Loveland ski slopes, which you're like, get on the stair stepper. I heard that. Fat phobia, not surprised from you. You enjoy that kind of thing. And then you said an Asian dude with headphones almost backed up into a truck. Um, because Asian people can't drive. Your words, not mine. I
No, I said
listened.
that's the stereotype. See, that's what you do with all social media politics you listen to too. You hear one thing and then you're all of a sudden ICE is murdering people because they're brown.
What are you talking about? They killed two white dudes.
I think one was a white woman,
One was a white woman. They've also killed seven other people that haven't gotten any publicity, but that's beside the point. Let's not talk about that.
probably from a social media article as well.
I mean, the DHS put it out themselves. You can look it up, buddy.
Look,
Just like you, just
I don't
just
agree with
like you, just like you to lick the boot of your oppressors, son.
I don't like ICE. I hate everything that ICE represents and stands for. I think it's stupid. The masks are stupid. I just think it's funny because it you for one you get so worked up. For two,
I don't like seeing my brothers and sisters murdered in the street, man.
well, for two, like look, the whole murdering topic, that's another thing we could get into that a lot, but we won't. Um, where I was trying to go with this is really not ICE related, more so just your propaganda believing self.
I don't believe any propaganda. I'm media literate. I can look something up and determine if it's real because I have a brain.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would say too. If I
You can find anything about anything if it's true or not.
if I was a Facebook politician, that's what I would say too. But
You can look at something and go, that doesn't sound right. And then quickly look it up and skip over the AI answer and find an actual article
yeah,
that
but I
proves
mean,
or
like,
disproves.
what sources are we looking at? I just think that you're one of the Facebook overlords.
You know who owns Facebook?
No,
Do a little research, buddy.
nor do I care who owns Facebook because I don't believe anything I see on Facebook. And anybody that says anything about politics on Facebook, I quickly remove because that's not why I'm on Facebook, nor Instagram, and nor Twitter.
Yeah, everybody is a expert on policies and how things are supposed to be handled now, which is really
Exactly.
funny.
I saw someone put something on Facebook about Indiana trying to get the death penalty for, or trying to get death by firing squad for the death penalty so they could kill uh ICE detainees. And I saw
That,
it.
that sounds far-fetched.
Right. Even just saying that is far-fetched. I literally clicked the link to the article that they shared, and it was talking about that Indiana has deemed all death penalties other than like death by illegal injection illegal and said nothing about ICE the entire time. Like this person shared the article.
They didn't read it.
They didn't even read the article. One dude commented and was like, "Did you read this?" question mark. And then I had to remove this person because of blatant ignorance.
Who was it? I'll delete the name.
Will you?
I will. She does post some out off the wall shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, have your opinions, whatever, but like, at least read this shit before you're gonna post
That's funny.
it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh God. God. I mean, there's some bad shit going on in the world, and I'm definitely don't like a lot of the
Sounds
ways that things are
sounds
happening.
sounds like you're for it, brother. That's all I'm hearing.
That is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
All I'm hearing is
That's
more
that's what I
killing.
would expect coming from you is to take somebody's words and twist them around and try and portray them a different way.
All I hear is more money to Israel out of your mouth. That's all
Yeah.
I hear.
Yeah. More money to me is all I truthfully care about.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. I'm trying to throw my son in the snow.
All right.
You should text me and remind me to fucking bleep that person's name out.
You're the editor. You're the editor.
I don't give a fuck. You're the one that said it. I said I'd edit it, but a reminder
I
is helpful.
confirmed I confirmed with you that you would edit it out. So you're just untrustworthy if that's the case, apparently.
I'll tell you what, if it's not bleeped out, I've been compromised.
You say you say you're gonna do something. God forbid you do it, you know?
Don't start with
Kind
me,
of
boy. One
what kind of
argument per
fucking
episode.
world? What kind of world are we living in? All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.